Oke, hai, hello semua, balik lagi. Kali ini gue stream gila, tumben banget jam 1 loh. Welcome. Terima kasih yang udah datang jam segini ya. Ini nggak direncanain sebenarnya gue juga. Oke, itu udah lanjut ya. Tidak direncanakan ya, gue jadi tadi abis balik kerja langsung tidur, makanya gua oke. Udah malas banget nih. Oke, ini agenda event ya. Aduh, di jentu lagi, sialan. Jendu ya, yang riran ya. Oke, aman. Oke, masih ekspansinya belum lihat. Oke. Ada lagi? Enggak, dah. Oke, kita lihat dulu di F1 ada masa lalu terkubur bersama air mata. Ini langsung lanjut chapter kan, terang hati dengan bunga. Ini siapa? Who is this? Showcase again, Mockingbird. Janda. Tiro mana? Salah. Kita lihat dulu dong. Bantunya kita ada dapat baru satu, yaitu si ini Robin. Itu sih sebenarnya tadi gue pengen buat yang itu bentar. Oke, eksklusif. Waduh, gue baru baru 30 full. Bisa nggak ya? Berapa lagi kurang asik? 100. Udahlah, langsung aja. Kita kelarin dulu, sabar. Oh iya, BTW Vivian tuh apa ya? Vivian itu dia anomali. Sudah pasti gua anomali jarang ngumpulin skill sih. Oke.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
Oke.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
Gue jarang sih ngumpulin yang anomali. Iya. Reportasi. Oke, promosi again. Berarti kita sekarang farming anomali. Coba lihat ya. Itu anomali. Anomali gue masih masih banyak. Belum gue up lagi banggunya. Ya kalau misalkan ada yang penasaran kenapa gue masih begitu timnya, karena memang tim gue tuh masih ngacak ya. Gue nggak tahu nih suara gue kegedean nggak kalau ditimpa game. Nggak tahu ya, mungkin gue kekecilan dari ininya aja. Gue juga soalnya kegedean sih di kuping. Ya kalau lu lihat kan tim gue nggak banyak yang komplit. Dan ini aja WNG-nya juga nggak banyak yang. Gak banyak yang komplit juga. Salah pencet. Gue kira bukan Bengbu yang keluar.
At your command. This won't hurt. pain. Down strategy.
Oke. Kita farming dulu.
Target confirmed. It's no good surrendering. It's time. Mind the blind spot. What you deserve. I won't back down. Copy that. Eliminating target. Behave. Wanna recharge? It's time. This won't hurt. Mind the voltage. Off balance.
Nice. Oke. Kita farming dulu. Ya, sebentar buat si Vivian. Tapi sebenarnya farming yang buat anomalinya sih gue belum terlalu butuh banget karena ya udah pastinya nggak tahu bakal dapat apa enggak, tapi yang pasti gue mau bentar loh. Deni gue berapa ya? 900 terus gitu ya, belum ada. Yang ini sih gue butuhnya sebenarnya ini sih. Gue butuh engine, bukan engine apa, XP buat upgrade nya sih. Sangat-sangat butuh sekali bapak. Kan abis banget. Kenapa dah? Ibaratnya cuma si akun starter banget. Gue dari awal main belum banget banyak prepare karena dari awal banyak penyesuaian, banyak player yang protes juga kan, nggak ada masalah TV, ngerjain questnya males gitu. Gue juga termasuk. Sekarang jadi lebih enak sih. Gue itu balik sempet beberapa kali di mana ya? Oh enggak, gue berhenti itu pas di siapa ya, si Bernis. Di bonus gue berhenti. Habis itu gue baru balik lagi sekarang. Sebenernya nggak sekarang, pas NV Shoulder muncul awal update itu gue langsung download lagi karena gue pengen gacha si NV, jujur aja. Iya, karena ketika gue melihat karakter listrik ya kan, gimana kapan lagi gue punya DPS karakter listrik gitu. Monyet kena lagi bangsat.
Down static. Stay vigilant. Right over. What you deserve. Off balance. Right on cue.
Nah, sekarang udah enak nih. Timnya udah mulai apa? Mulai masuk si endingnya. Gue sih tinggal sana ya, tinggal upgrade. Oh, mau gue. Oke. Main lah. Bantu-bantu sedikit. Jadi langsung aja. Oh iya, aku lupa. Ya belum gua ambil ya. Tuh. Gue aja tuh masih inian guys. Masih dikit nih gua yang buat pekerjanya. Karena emang pasti telepon gue juga nggak banyak yang gue iniin. Mana ya? Gue lupa kalau chatan on ini. Tuh belum banyak yang gue iniin. Ini section 6, ini Sokaku. Belum banyak yang gue kontak. Karena nyelesainnya satu-satu males, gue mending gue mending ntar aja lah. Loh, katanya di kontra. Oh iya, di sini. Udah broadcast lebih lanjut. Ya sebenarnya sih kalau dari sudut pandang yang ini baru, tapi dari sudut pandang kalian yang mainin sih udah agak lama ya. Tapi kalau dari gue baru banget, karena baru literally Senin apa Minggu gue kelarin. Ngapain dia tidur di situ?
Vivian? Vivian?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Masa lalu terkubur bersama air mata. That's right. Let's go.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been...
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late. Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Good morning? Why so formal all of a sudden? Sounds like you're about to make an announcement.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Raven.
Okay, Hartman?
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting the public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance.
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Raven?
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's
Berarti si
completely
cewek.
vanished. No matter how hard I search, I
Experience,
can't
hello
find a single
experience.
trace of him. Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core.
Welcome,
Now that he holds
welcome.
this bargaining chip.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you haven't. Take your time.
Wait! Don't go outside.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Vathan. I'll be right here. Just
Thank goodness Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing around outside for like half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe...
I'm gonna
Sure,
talk to
I'll go
him.
talk to him.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Belle just let me know you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something.
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one. I might not be the right person to comfort.
Vivian doesn't seem down at all. In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's... If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a shot. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to...
Sure.
Oke, dia mau minta maaf,
I
anjay.
respect that. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifice.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my you have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please, accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary.
You're right.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page, but why do I feel like I'm being left in the dark?
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will...
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor, please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Belle, Vivian, and I need to think this through carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Oke.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twin.
Langsung aja ngapain sekarang apa tuh Dragon Nest kapan bang? Aduh gimana ya. Dragon Nest gue pengen mainin lagi sih, gue belum nyentuh nih gara-gara update yang bukan gara-gara update sih sebenarnya, yang update terbarunya kan udah update sampai level 40 itu aja gue belum nyentuh. Set Cerberus gue juga belum jadi, baru beberapa doang, baru jadi apa ya, kalau nggak salah baju sama apa sih yang buat spellbooknya itu. Cerberus set gue juga masih belum jadi, gue masih mau apa, mau farming Cerberus sih, cuma malas aja gitu. Ya memang maksudnya gue main pakai pakai wizard, pakai bukan elemental ya, apa sih gue lupa satunya lagi, force use. Damage gue emang masih belum terlalu gede ya. Kadang kalau misalnya ketemu teammate yang egois, gue tuh malas banget. Makanya kadang gue nyari teammate itu kalau kadang di levelnya udah mentok lah, di level 40-an. Nah dia join ke gua atau gue join ke tim dia, baru udah gue mau, karena biasanya kalau dia udah level 40 udah nggak butuhin tuh Cerberus, udah ada set baru lagi kan.
The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and that no one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Players map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating.
The leader of the exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back.
Nggak yakin
They
sih.
haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, my sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists.
Dan membantu mereka menciptakan sacrifice baru. Mirip-mirip Bringer kayaknya ntar nih nasibnya si Hartman.
But what's in it for? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman.
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the and when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
so, please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens.
Ini atas dasar lu.
I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on it. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Raven.
So it was you behind the rumors. No
Hmm.
wonder I couldn't trace the source.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do. So on top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teaching. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Oh, yang tadi tuh kayaknya yang baru tuh.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting.
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details. So it looks like you both are on board with this.
Buat second karakternya ya? Apa second
Let me
phase?
down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go.
Oke. Let's go lah. Cause Vivian was anomaly, berarti
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
anomali sih terkadang apa ya? Bisa dibilang anomali tuh saya lock sih, gue juga bingung buat siapa gue.
I shall follow
Nggak bisa bawa icon. Gue harus bawa siapa ya? Udah gue bawa si Nicole
Nothing to
aja
fear. Time to make some money.
buat support. Oh ya, gue lupa lagi jalanin ituan. Belum tahu kitnya banget nih gue. Oke, setelah menjalankan EX Special, Attack Vivian akan memasuki status Blundering Frog secara otomatis. Biasa tekan oke buat jatuhin dar. Oke.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. I'm here. Get away from me!
Oh yes. Oke.
Oh, for Lord Phaethon! Don't touch me.
Oke, ini dia.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice? Or did the Exaltus decide to No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. Did she realize them?
Oke.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No
Oke,
surprise.
semakin
they
merasa
found out.
beberapa tahun ini.
I heard
Ya
they were
ya.
pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening, Bob.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices...
Backup plan.
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research?
Ini
Do you
kita
think
akan
we'll
bikin
ever
kehidupan
have a
normal.
normal life?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right, all right. There's nothing here anyway. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Pengawal top.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops. She's an Exaltist.
This is the Exaltus yang masih pernah berarti baginya. Oh.
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled. Who's this she you keep bringing up?
I apologize. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. So that's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover. I never meant to hide anything from me. The Exaltists bring back painful memories. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time.
Oke.
Sure, I'll stop asking. What's more important than an unspoken past is
Jangan ada
the
orang
person
yang
standing. As for everything else, we can talk.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it first things
3
first.
jam anjing
Let's
buat
track down the-
ngepuji-puji doang.
Wish
Bangsat,
we knew what
bangsat.
Hartman's backup plan is.
Emang fans garis keras anjing si Vivian.
I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen. What's up?
Anjay. Ya. Bener di sini juga udah hilang.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Don't touch me. Fool. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but... Ironically, joining Mockingbird
Anjay,
is a
jadi
personal-
Spiderman bangsat. Spiderman.
Nothing here either. There's
Oh, mulai nih si dia kayaknya, yang cewek dari awal lah.
I knew it was you, Vivi.
Camille. What are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me
Are you trying to stop the Exalted?
I never left the Exaltists.
Aha, that's why.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme. Back then, you walked away. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this?
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you see me. You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. You've made your choice. And I've one last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Oke.
Lord Phaethon, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Together, let's take care of the ethereals first.
Ih, terbang.
Notice me, Lord Phaethon.
Wow, kick terapis. Nice.
You asked for it.
You've been gone forever.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of the Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the.
Why would the Exaltists go after?
I saw it too, but I can't figure out.
And one of them is some. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death.
Wait, what did I miss?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while.
Oke.
Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exalted. A lot happened. And I can't turn a blind eye to this. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting this. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do, I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon.
Oke, bukan orang yang gampang dibujuk loh, anjay.
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay. That conversation between those two TOPS employees, they said Hardman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was lately. There have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, but considering the Ravenlock's financial position.
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends. See if they've heard any. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street.
Sure. Let's go.
Oke, let's go. Oke, kita mulai ke misterinya. Kita ini dulu lah, kita ambil apa? Ambil dulu kaset apa sih? Gue lupa namanya. Lagi, ayo.
way.
Nice. Oke, perfect assist.
Sorry.
I'll take you.
Bisa terus. Oke, aman sih dia.
Hit him where it hurts. The final act begins now. Done.
Gas, anjay. Oke, dapat 20. Lumayan. Ini namanya polychrome. Lah, itu aja susah ngomongnya. Lelaki buaya darat tak lu. HP gua ngehang. HP gua ngehang. Oke, lanjut. Oke, buat dapat point flight. Oke, ini BB melakukan predator attack dengan skill tertentu.
Idiot.
Wih, terbang. Enak banget sumpah anjir. Black feather yang tadi. There. Nah. Lancarkan basic attack, following attack sebenarnya mengubah semua flight feather menjadi guard feather. Nah, kuat. Tapi memiliki guard feather jika X special attack dari salah satu anggota tim mengenai target Vivian akan mengonsumsi 1 poin guard feather. Oh, gitu.
You rang? Leave everything to me. Your turn.
Persen nggak kelihatan tadi barusan.
Allow me.
Ya.
Who dares get between me and Lord Satan?
Entah kenapa kalau di Zenless gue lebih suka bahasa Inggrisnya daripada bahasa Inggrisnya, dub Inggrisnya daripada dub JP-nya. Sebenarnya bukan karena dub JP-nya nggak bagus sih, lebih ke apa ya? Ngerasa dub Inggrisnya lebih dapet gitu buat lebih apa ya, lebih asik gitu buat ke karakternya, karena karakternya kan dari daerah, tapi karakter gambarnya juga nggak terlalu yang kayak anime-is banget. Kalau kayak Genshin gue mungkin masih bisa wajar kan. Set. Rambut gua. Ya kalau misalkan Genshin ya gue masih wajarin, karena gue masih ngerasa feelnya feel anime-ish gitu. Dan kalau di Genshin udah pasti karena ada si Ritekasi, makanya ya sudah saya pakai yang namanya dub JP. Tapi kalau di sini ya mendingan ini aja dah. Mendingan Inggris aja. Beda gitu feelnya.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
Oh.
She's like a mentor to me.
Biaru. Si Rain.
I learned a lot about data scraping on internet.
Hey.
thanks to her.
Si Rain lagi. Aduh, dia lagi.
Rain,
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you're the old friend Vivian was talking.
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed
Aku
a
butuh
favor
bantuan
from
Nicole.
Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, you're...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right. Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street?
6th Street?
And actually went to check it out?
Okay.
And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or...
I think I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop now.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little.
I shouldn't have come to...
Huh?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some intel for us. Should we get...
All right, let's get down to business. Here's
Bisa
something
tahu
that the
yang-
Ravenlock families claim that those missing workers died in an accident.
Oke.
The last signal from those workers was near the hollow. Then communication went dark.
Itu
I
seorang
think
lagi
they were
buat yang
taken into the hollow.
makes
And
sense.
yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down. When I tried to reach out, the last trace of the signal was near Luminous.
Luminous
Finding
Square.
someone in real life isn't really my thing.
Okay, we'll take a look around. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you
What is
have
that yang
anything?
kamu
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the place was locked up, so no one could see what was. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything
So dia
useful
menggunakan
around
mungkin
here,
baru pergi
well,
sana.
that's all I
Mungkin
have for you.
menggunain apa? Dia ngegunain kayak
Thank you, Rain.
pekerja-pekerja yang
Don't
hilang
get all
buat
emotional on me
jadi
now.
bahan
I'm just helping out a
dicoba sacrifice kali ya.
This one's on the house.
Karena
Consider
itu
it
doang
payback
sih yang
for the
make
favor
sense.
you did me last time. But if you still want to
Meskipun
find your
dibilang
idol, hit me up.
suntikan sacrifice itu bisa kelihatan dari yang siapa si
been
kepala polisi
curious
sebelumnya
for-
tuh.
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person? But honestly, Whoever they are in real, you've come a long way in this. I much prefer the person. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. People will appreciate you. I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope
Si Wise berpikir tapi duanya ngobrol anjing. Bangsat banget emang. Mesti urusan-urusannya aku serahkan pada kalian. Oke.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Ya, let's go. Kemana lagi kita?
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
One day nih, Bu. It's him. Satu stage dapat beli baterai bambu. Oke. Sudah bisa cari nafkah sendiri. Oke. Gurun pasir hari ini orang yang ciri-cirinya sangat mirip. Gurun pasir? Oh, tering. Anjir, padang pasir, makanya padang pasir.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right?
Everyone would say cute.
Didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Oh, lah, the ring. Si goblok, pasir, ternyata pasir mainan, bangke. Gue pikir pasir apa? Coba. Mohon jangan mendekat, aku tidak pastikan.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your please, no. Who are you? I won't say anything. I don't know anything. I swear.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything.
What do you want from me?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you.
I can't say. I can't tell you. You never saw me. Please, just
Don't you wish to see your family?
It's my fault.
It's my fault.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault.
If the whole ship is sinking,
Tidak akan
no
ada
one
seorang
on
pun
board
yang bisa
I'm
selamat.
just a nobody. And right,
If you care about your family, even a butterfly flapping its wings, no one knows how this. But if you do nothing now,
Mungkin saja sebelum nantinya
we're
pingsan.
not here to
Oke.
turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. I'll help you return to your family. But
Hartman
No,
offered a
kan banyak
huge amount of
uang.
money. The money was way too good. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal after we sent in our applications. Hartman's men took us into the
Kaya
hollow.
ngomong-ngomong si pokok
When we got
temannya,
there, they handed us some pills saying they'd improve our aptitude
kan kita kan.
for us. But after I took them, everything went. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead, and they said something about me being a good experiment. Moved me, but then a blonde guy found me, gave me
Pria
a carrot,
berambut pirang.
and let me go. So I escaped.
it wasn't your fault that you remember the place they.
I only remember what exactly was in that box. I'm not lying. I took just one, and I'm telling the truth.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection once this is all over.
Kan dia ngasih carrot ya. Kenapa carrotnya kita nggak ambil gitu? Kita cek.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivi. No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. I
Oke,
wondered.
bukan untuk meninggalkan semuanya rasa sakit.
It's hard to
Aku sih
picture
membayangkan
that.
sih kesan pertama
My
aku
first
terhadap
impression of you was
muatlah
pretty.
tegas. Aku datang
I
datang
was on a
sampai
mission at the
ketemu
auction when we
pertama
first
berpetualangan. Oh, misi pertama. Oh enggak sih, oh 9 misi waktu kita pertama bertemu. Gue pikir misi pertama
And
dulu.
just as Rain
Karena kita
said,
kan aku sudah jauh berkembang
I've come a
dari diri yang dulu. Oh datang Ren.
Speaking of rain,
Bilang
it's
sekali
quite a
aku timnya
coincidence
kalian
that you
berdua.
even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me. We might have crossed paths without even realizing it.
enough about me.
Aku lagi cerita tentang
Tell me
diri
more
kamu
about
sebenarnya.
you,
Apa
Lord
yang
Victor.
sama ini dan apa sih yang kamu alami?
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our faith in account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
Red Fang Gang, oke.
It should be around this area.
Haha,
Belle
ini
told
dia.
me there's a highly rated store here.
Lord Phaethon,
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street.
Aduh.
That harmonica in the outer ring you
Harmonika
mentioned.
di Other Ring.
I've heard it before too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow's Hero. But none of that was a coincidence.
Asik. Jadi romance gini,
It
bro.
was me.
What is this?
Following you.
Aku terus menjadi dan sekarang Naver yang sudah bisa ada
Finally
di
made it
sisi
to your side.
Kami Deto.
Ever since I was
Aku
little,
sudah dianggap sebagai
I had
manusia. Aku
traveled
telah
to
menjadi
many
tempat yang
places
telah
and
menyinggung.
witnessed far. Every tear I
Setiap
shed
dan mata
brought
kamu menjadi aku
disaster.
sudah mendengar terlalu
I
banyak
loathed
kebutuhan
my
aku mikir
tears as
aku
much as I despised wherever I stayed.
Kenapa aku tinggal aku selalu buat
I
tragedi.
had roamed
Waktu
too many
pernah banyak tempat yang
places.
setiap kali memiliki
And
yang
each
sama aku
time,
tidak tahu kemana harus
one
pergi.
night,
Satu malam aku
I
lakukan
stumbled
dengan
upon
yang
a post
tentang
discussing
diriku.
me, whether they knew me or not.
Dan mereka tahu tentang hal itu
Everyone
atau
seemed
semua orang
convinced
tampaknya
that I
yang
was
kalau dia
the-
harus
some
membutuhkan
mocked
ada
me
yang
with
begitu
cruel
melihat
intent.
tapi yang mana aku mengilang
Some
ada yang
wished I would
berspekulasi dengan
vanish.
kejam.
Really
Jadi
seemed
keberadaan
like
kesemua
there
dalam
in that
bencana saat
moment.
itu kegelapan menyelimuti kota
As
dan aku
darkness
melihat
enveloped the
lampu-lampunya lebih
city.
sekitar New Era itu.
So many
Ada
lights.
begitu banyak lampu tapi tidak ada
Not
kemana dan
knowing
terus
where to
berpikiran
go.
saat ini.
I
Dan aku
thought
isi menyerang untuk cahaya lampu-lampu itu.
I made up my mind. And right then,
Teleponku berbunyi anjay. Teleponku berdering.
decided to take one last look.
Kayak lagu anjing.
I wanted to know
Ingat, saking terakhir
who left
kalinya
me my
menikah
final
dengan
message from this world. It was you, Lord
Kamu
Phaethon.
lah orang yang masturbation me?
Yes,
Aku sudah
And
berfungsi
I
dengan
checked with
pattern
the
yang
other
satunya.
Lord
Kamu
Phaethon.
sudah gunakan apa?
you were the
Kamu yang
one
gunakan
using
apa
the
yang
account,
pada
but
saat itu?
I
Tapi
know
aku
you
sudah
probably
tidak
don't
ingat dan
remember
pula
it.
itu hanya
After
saudara
all,
biasa untuk postingan biasa
was just
dengan
an ordinary day, but for
dulu
me,
dalam malam ketika aku
was the
sedang
night I
dimana
wanted
aku
to
lihat
walk the
itu dari jalan
paths
yang
you
pernah
had
kamu lalui
walked,
lihat
see
pemandangan
the
yang pernah
sights
kamu
you
lihat lalu
had
suatu
seen.
hari aku ingin menceritakan padamu
And then,
secara langsung. Asik, memangnya komentar apa?
So, I have to.
well, you'll have to figure it
Kamu
out
harus
for
cari
yourself.
sendiri ya begitu.
You're putting my memory to the.
So, Lord Phaethon, not only for that comment you made that day, which was a
Yang
silver
bikin
lining
aku
for
lebih
giving me the
karena kamu
courage
telah
to become who I am
memberikanku
today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Phaethon,
Aku sangat suka dengan diriku yang sekarang. Oke, angin yang berembus dari permukaan air menimpa Vivian dan membelai bibinya cahaya mulai menari. Oke, anjay. Sebagaikan membaca sebuah novel dengan ada, tapi bedanya dengan ada tampilan-tampilan percakapan, tampilan emang yang gini tuh lebih masuk gua. Kalau ceritanya model-model Genshin, HSR yang di luar-luar ya mungkin memang lebih ke fantasi banget, tapi kalau buat Z buat gue tuh feel humanity-nya tuh kerasa gitu loh, karena ya patternnya kita lagi bukan orang yang begitu hebat banget, cuma memang yang sangat top dalam perbedaan proxy ya. Makanya apa ya, feel kita sebagai MC-nya tuh dapet, feel
there's
sebagai
an update.
kita merasakan ke karakternya
Let's
tuh
get back to
dapet
the video
juga.
store and go over the details together.
Oke, balik ke video toko. Langsung aja, bro. Tapi dapat nggak tuh itu? Kalau dapat gue pengen coba gacha.
Wise, you're back. Looks
Yeah. I'm
that
back.
Lycon's tied up with
Yang
something.
seperti selang
He
seperti
said I
yang
should just
terus
chill
santai
until
terus
you're back,
kembali
and then we
kita
can talk
ngobrol
online.
secara
I'll call him
online.
now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Reno brought back has stated based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with
Alhamdulillah.
We suspect that this group
Kemudian juga kelompok tersebut dari yang
I
Voltes.
knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be
Kemudian
splendid
di
if we
sektor
could.
sebelum mereka yang skill ini kalau kita melihat pergi ke lokasi tersebut mungkin bukan serahkan saja kepada kamu.
I have other matters.
Sebenarnya sore lain jadi saya akan menyerahkan tugas mengambil di sektor berdaya
The mayor's plan that I
yang
mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with
Oke, kita akan melihat satu sosok lagi yang akan ditis-tis ya, mungkin entah bakal keluar di patch ini atau di next patch. Biasanya nyeritain kisahnya sendiri lanjutan. Let's go lah, berangkat lah. Oke, berarti siapa enaknya? Oren lah, my best main, ya kan? Karakter favorit gua. Okay.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something plus? Even though the Ravenlocks
Itu
and
Overlord dan
Exaltus
Salty
have been
sebagai
working
sebuah
together
tontonan,
for
tapi aku
ages,
jarang ketemu
I'm the
yang
one
ini.
offering the sacrifice core here. I'm
Apa yang
curious what
Dina
Lady
bawakan
Dina's got
untuk
like.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real.
Yang
Once
Dina
that's
akan
sorted,
beli
our
ini.
partnership isn't just talk.
Kami
We
harus
need to be
berikan
sure
kamu
you
punya yang
have
akan
what we
membutuhkan
need
sebelum
before
lulus.
moving forward.
Kamu
Sure
bicara
thing.
saya akan bawa kamu ke tempat
But
aku
once you
membutuhkan.
verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over.
All right. Lead.
You lead the way.
Seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. But it's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as
Oh, I
important
think
as
I
the
know.
sacrifice core?
I know. Kayak buat ngilangin trapnya.
And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman.
So this Dina they were talking about.
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to.
I've mapped out a shorter route.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon.
Aku akan memastikan keselamatanmu.
Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon! Okay.
Let's go. There.
Don't touch me.
Let's go.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate
Duh.
for more leverage.
Tahu kuping gua tiba-tiba.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
There.
Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
Let's go. Aman.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
Anjir. Sakit lah. Jadi pakai inian dong. Anjing gua demen banget sama bengbunya cuy, sumpah.
Looks like they're arguing.
Bengbunya tuh kayak Spider-Man anjir. Demen gue liatnya. Oh, nice.
This is our
Thank you.
chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really.
Oke, akan sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl.
Apri dan Hartman.
Let's see if you can get past me first.
The wind is perfect.
Dan
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
ini yang kemarin. Mana? Oh di sini. Kayaknya bukan deh.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How
Oke.
did you even find your way? Where's the core in the box?
You call this
Ini
keeping
kemudian
the
dengan
sacrifice-
memakan di sacrifice. So ini jadi
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. Look at you.
Tentu saja aku kira kamu akan melupakan masa lalu
So,
kita. Jadi beritahu
tell
aku
me,
apakah kamu akan
do you
bermimpi
ever
tentang orang
dream
yang
about the
membunuh?
people you've
Mereka
killed?
menangis dalam pikiran malam.
Back then,
You had no
Kamu tidak tahu
idea.
ketika kamu
While
menikmati
you were
semua cinta
soaking
dari
up all
ayahmu dan
that love
orang-orang,
from
kamu
Daddy
tidak
and
tahu apa yang
everyone.
terjadi.
I was...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian did.
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
Oh, so that's why.
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core.
Oh, jangan-jangan Camel nih
I
buat
was worried
penyanyi wali
Hartman
kota
might try
nih.
to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your
Okay.
words. It's fake.
No way! I
Langsung
got
dari
this
Hugo
paper.
tidak
How
mungkin
can
palsu.
you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously.
Dia mendekati Hartman dan mengatakan itu. What the fuck?
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all.
What the fuck anjing?
But look at your
Dang
little
it.
subordinate. How uncouth.
Begitu liar dia
Making
memakan
noises
suara
like
lagi
some
di
animal.
kamu bisa
Can you
minta
shut
jadi
him up?
penyembuhan
The
sekarang.
masterpiece Father made for the creator. Isn't this
So, the
Vivian? Where do you...
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have
That's
to
something-
endure...
Oh, they shouldn't have... Weren't you the one
Udah
who
sama mereka berkati
decided?
atau
If it
tidak?
weren't for your tears, how would they have... How self-righteous, Vivian. It was you who brought...
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame, whether I shed tears or not. He'd treat living
Aku
beings
tidak
as mere
mau ngomong.
subjects for his sacrifice experiment. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Father did it for his
Oh,
great
damn.
cause. Vivian, why do you always mess? You did it before, and now again. You just had to ruin my plan.
Dan aku tinggal sedikit lagi.
So close. If you don't give me the sacrifice core,
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her
oh really? You don't? Then I suppose there isn't a.
Yang saya kira tadi itu oke.
More ethereals are coming. Don't we know?
Let's go, kita aja. Ternyata orang-orang nggak berhati yang ada di Exaltis ya, emang udah pasti sih.
Many. No chance to get out of this.
Ya. Jet, jet, jem. Anjing, mantap banget sumpah. Gue malah jadi senang banget ngeliatnya. Like the old days, brother. Damn.
Idiot.
Udah.
Where are you
Yes. There. There. Nice.
away from Lord Phaethon?
Oh, aku pikir ini Yan.
There's so
Aku
many.
pikir buat diserang. ini dia.
It's ink.
Oh, yang apa? Temennya, bukan temen, satu grup. Kayak si Trigger sama inian.
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict.
Kata yang penuh dengan konflik.
If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
Pergilah ke arah tenggara.
Now.
Thank you.
Now, thank you. Damn, girl, that was the big titties I ever seen. But okay. Food, damn, harus ya bikin gitu ya. Oke, kayak ini mah milik siapa ya? Anomali karakter lagi kah?
Finally, peace and quiet.
Haha, lucu banget ya. Jadi burung pipit.
You must be wise. Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
May I ask?
I'm the 13th generation
Master
master of
generasi
Summit.
13 Summit.
You can call
Oke,
me
Jinsu
Ishwan.
Iswan.
Mayflower passed along your info,
Ya,
and I was curious what kind of person
standar
you
sih,
are.
tapi
So I came
tiba-tiba
to see.
gayanya mirip ada yin and yang gitu, mulai malas gitu. Dan aku bilang,
At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your
tapi
energy feels
terasa
really
sangat
calming.
menyenangkan. Sebenarnya cukup menyenangkan.
So, you're the...
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Oh, bimbingan.
Guidance.
I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a... I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
So, mungkin si MC kita bakal jadi playable, or he can do fight. Damn. I will
I'm so
see it.
sorry, Lord Bathan. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure
Ayo kita keluar dulu lah. Kita ngobrol, ngopi, ya kan? What's the matter?
Lord
What the
Bathan,
matter?
are
What
you
the
going to
matter?
rest now?
Kamu mau istirahat sekarang?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the...
Kalau kamu mau istirahat apa sih?
If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes...
I didn't mean to keep my past from you when I was little.
Orang-orang pikir aku bocil, jadi kemana aku
So
pergi
no
tidak ada
matter
yang
where
mau
I've been,
mengontrol masa
one day,
terlalu memaksa aku dan membawa
adopted
ke
her.
ekstasi.
I
Di
met
sana aku
Dina,
berdiri yang sangat baik
who
pada
was
aku
so
dan melakukan
kind. She
sendiri
told
sendiri
me her
bilang
father,
ayahnya London
Landon,
dan
was a great man who'd
Larang
one
yang
day
sangat mulia
make
yang sadar
everyone
ini dia
stop
akan
fearing
membuat
the
orang-orang
Hollow,
bisa
so
ketahui
all
semua
life
manusia
could live
bisa hidup
freely
bebas baik
inside and
dalam
outside
waktu
of them.
gelar
Dina
Hollow
helped
ini
Landon
muncullah
pick
dan
people
memilih
for the
orang yang
blessing,
akan menerima
and everyone in the
dan semua orang
Exaltists
yang
respected those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every
Okay.
day, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina.
Oh, saat London minta aku mandikan
Landon
Dina.
told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina.
Okay.
Was that blessing med...
Yes, to be precise. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but
Oh,
also sped up the
gitu. Ya,
development
ya,
of
ya, ya,
major
ya.
corruption. In the end, the Ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifice. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, I had always thought that getting the blessing was that evening. I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exalt. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who, in the end, then, without hesitation, before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, and just a few days later, I wanted to save her and stop. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing. At first, Landon argued, but in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Oke.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run!
Dina! Dina, wake! Vivian? Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just...
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does, and I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, he's my father. Stop being...
Ah, so begitu.
I thought once Landon was gone, I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster. She's not a bad person. She joined the Exaltists very early. That day, she was just so... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything. I didn't just fail to save Dina. I see misfortune approaching. But I can never change its course. Maybe I really am.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survived.
Lord Faithen.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling the sacrifice. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe.
Yes. Thank you for listening to my... Years have gone by. But I've never... Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet so I could finally spill it all out. Lord Faithen, you...
Not just today.
I will. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core. Good night.
Saat bangun sudah siang.
Shawl.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super... So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the... Later, I found that part of the footage...
Blonde, wearing a...
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... Thank you, Shaw.
You were great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. If it weren't for you cleaning up my... All right, go ahead and do what you need to do.
Bagusnya pernah mau pergi. Oke. Kalau kamu lihat burung, kirimkan saja gambarnya pada aku aja. Tiba-tiba ada makna cheese-nya. Anjing, timbang kurang satu, bangsat. Tuh, satu mongkai. Demi naskar gue kurang berapa sih? Alhamdulillah. Kayaknya gue masih ada yang bisa dicari nggak sih? Harusnya ada deh. Coba kita cari dulu bentar. Nah, itu dia. Yes, finally find it. Let's go. Oke, let's go. Ini adalah titik ke 40 berarti guys ya. Yuk kita lihat detail dulu. Iya. Langsung aja berarti sebenarnya ini 9 sih. 8 pencarian lagi. Berarti let's go ya lah. Teng. Oke, tidak emas. Tidak apa-apa, double A tapi dapat. Oke, dapat set juga, aman. 20. Oke. Kapan sih? Ini berapa hari lagi sih? Gue lupa. Oke, refreshnya 7 hari anjing.
Awaiting further instructions.
Salah pencet. Udah ini nih. Udah Gen 6. Duh. Bukannya udah ya? Apaan lagi perasaan belum? Oke, ini dia buka 4. Ting, nice.
If you need help, call me anytime.
Yay, kita dapat si Piper. Oke, lanjut. No, belum dapat lagi. Deket banget lagi bro. Oh, gue pikir bener. Kaget sih gue kalau nggak bener. Oke. Dapet deh. Yaudah, sekarang kita langsung balik dulu ke aduh, salah pencet. Tung. Oke, verify deteknya dan kamu nonton rekamannya isinya sangat menjadikan. Oh, we dan Kemal.
Mistaken. You and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good.
Diam adalah hal yang buruk dan
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of...
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost.
Gila
The batch
sendiri.
survived. And Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltist
Kamu
and the
jepes
Creator
nomor
are leading us in the right. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather... I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into... As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that as for how things will ultimately...
The creator,
Okay.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about...
Hugo.
Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's got something urgent that he needs.
Okay. Kita
Alright,
mulai
let's
dulu.
patch him.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you.
Oke.
We have just learned that the
Dua Forgotten Club akan mengadakan pinjaman malam pinjaman listrik semua karena mereka menjadikan anggota keluarganya untuk mengundang rekan bisnis menghadiri pestanya. Di tengah kontroversi banyak anggota keluarga yang akan ingin menggunakan pembentukan. Oke. Pebisnis muda yang mewarisi kekayaan luar besar menjadi family.
This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use
Correct.
Dan ruangan belajar.
Is also located within the
I see.
Okay.
Hartman's study might...
It seems like...
You can...
Anjay.
Master Proxy.
Berlebihan banget sebenarnya si visi Vivi.
Your presence. So
Tuh Oke.
Just your presence.
Anjing kehadiranmu saja sudah
If
cukup.
we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting.
Okay.
If you encounter any danger, please evacuate. I hope everything goes well.
Oke. Kita datang ke seksi untuk kita reviewan. Nah, untuk urusan berselisih akan juga yang berat yang dalam batas ini anjay. Etiket. Oke, kita belajar di saat-saat terakhir anjir, gila. Niat banget gitu loh saat-saat terakhir. Then why? Kenapa ada di kamar gue gitu loh? Why? Apa yang kalian habis lakukan? Oke, langsung. Si Burton, Louis Vuitton. Oke. Wait. Bisa melingi itu kan? Farah dari berbagai hidangan dia ingin datang kamu untuk membawa pendampingnya kan. Dan kita akan naik perahu motor ke villa. Anjing, perahu motor, gila.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss
Kalau
Banshee,
kita
you
ingin
should
bekerjasama
drop
dengan
your
Banshee, kamu harus
pretentious
berlibur.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion. Does that...
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always...
We both know what's what. So let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal...
Oh?
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that?
No, who are you?
If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice...
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from... We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such important guests discussing matters for dessert. I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will... I'll come find you later.
Oke.
I really don't
Tapi
know
harus banget dibongkar banget di depan gitu ya. Sebenarnya agak terlalu sayang sih. Apa yang kamu maksud dengan hidang menutup?
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now? I thought he'd stay for longer.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of Luke. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from... Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his off. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's...
Okay.
Wherever you go. Isn't this...
The security outside of the manor is really strict.
Right. Having some backup would be...
Lalu kita lihat dulu tadi apa sih? Kita beritahu icon saja.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondence.
Right. Though the...
Then let's split up.
No, split up again.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not so much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my... Don't want to come out. Well, after all, Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate... Vivian, Phaethon, tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family.
Untuk diriku sendiri. Anjir!
Dear uncle,
What the fuck?
Be so distant with one another.
That was not expected. Gue nggak kebayang masih gue gimana ya? Anjing gue pikir bakal yang tadi loh si Yuan itu. Gue anjing.
You can just tell me what you want.
Hugo! Impossible!
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get... Did you really think I would be defeated so soon?
You filthy bastard!
Petty tricks. Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this fake my.
Dear uncle. How gitu loh, how banget gila.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Okay.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Okay.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else... Why do you look... You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and...
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick?
Sometimes I really don't understand.
Anjing gila, lu bener-bener ketipu gua. Damn. Anjir, gue pikir bener-bener dead ya. Sialan.
Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really
Yes,
did
yeah.
go awry, I had alternative. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet
Kira aku
everything on
membesarkan
you,
segalanya
would you?
padamu kan?
You're insane.
You're insane.
I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase
Sendiri
your own
pasti bukan untuk
existence,
bersembunyi
you
di
don't just
sini.
plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally, as things stand,
Dan
whether
sekarang
as
baik
Hugo
sebagai
Fland
Hugo
or
atau
as
sebagai Mockingbird.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor he's probably figured that out by now, right?
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action.
You aren't hopeless yet.
Sembunyi tidak berguna. Oke. Oke, betul. Menyenangkan jika informasi lebih
I'm
banyak
more
dari kalian
well-informed
karena aku sering
than
berurusan
you're
dengan
not,
orang.
but of course it comes at a cost. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a
Okay.
wildfire.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional.
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me.
Okay, yeah.
And all eyes
I
are
get
on
it.
Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or
Ataupun dengan
Although I
Mockingbird.
feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my... Obviously, it was all an act.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk.
Would you believe me if I said it's for
Hugo bilang
justice?
sendiri.
But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that of course.
Okay.
I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the...
You don't look too good.
No. This is the first... Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet?
Mulai mengikat dirinya sendiri. Oh, apa tuh?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind.
Okay.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to...
Jadi ruang serat. Oh.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put in the bad news is that currently when I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and
Siapa yang
erupt
batasnya
when
bakal
my
mimpi
body
dalam
reaches
tubuh?
it, and that's exactly
Okay.
what's happening now. I need to, so I will lock myself in this room, for I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This
Nah,
is
saran.
advice I received from a doctor.
Oke. Diriwayatkan temui aku di sini pada waktu itu.
All you need to do is smile. And
What if I want to stop you?
you know you won't succeed. You never have. Well, time.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ahead.
Oke. Masih mimpi kan? That's her mother?
Oh, your fault. I wish I had never. Oh, Apri, if you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. Then I'll. So, Hugo.
So,
That's because you don't want to
Oh.
wake up again.
who are you?
I am him. You want to kill her, don't you? Every time. Why not admit your
Yes. I hate her because she was. So she chose to blame me. But I won't kill her. Because I know it won't change.
Have you been brainwashed?
Don't compare us.
Don't
I've simply
compare
come
us.
to understand love.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a without you. Does it not torment kill her? Oh.
But now, well,
Stop lying to me. This weak-minded thinking will only do you still not get it. If you want to change just like that woman, so listen to me. Why forgive them?
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly can, was rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. And that means you. So, I forgive you.
So then.
Pretty words mean.
I see. This is still
Illusion.
an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Serena.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek.
What was that?
Hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Okay, it's a little creepy. Bener anjing di situ, ngapain gue jauh-jauh? Brengsek. Monyet. Harus selesain dia ngomong
You're
dulu.
looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Oke. I wonder what.
Why I had to die?
Ah, shit.
It was
Me.
because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Masih suruh cari, astaga. Kampret.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
Oh no.
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before.
Efeknya ini loh, bikin pusing, Cuk.
I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
And tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why?
I don't know. Why you ask me?
Hugo, are you lost? Go back with...
Bilang sini.
I told you.
Of course.
Buat Serena.
Unfortunately. I don't like the way you blame yourself. Your mother sold
My brothers and sisters wanted to get...
in their eyes. And so
They tried to kill me. Many times.
So they killed Serena. Those cruel brats. Yet,
In this world,
Nyarang
only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless.
and that's exactly you found. Here you go. Deep down inside. You've always wondered. Don't you want to rip?
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand.
Boring. I find it hilariously
Ironic.
ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their... Is that not karma? Power struggles, pitting kin again. It's like a curse. Written into the Ravenlock family's gene.
Don't forget.
That's right, my dear. No matter how much you deny it, the blood survival of the fittest. This is the path of success. As long as you live, you'll never. You are destined to one day become
These are
someone like me.
Okay.
Is that fear?
I won't.
You won't, so relax. So, do not deny, admit it, and die.
Oh, come on.
Lygon.
Oh, kayaknya
Never
enggak.
thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
Lain, nyata.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to hear something like that from me. You have no idea what that man, my
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and
And what do you think I'm...
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbirds to seek revenge. You plotted to after almost being assassinated.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So,
Okay.
the one who...
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again, this time you succeeded. You killed your own Admit it, Hugo. You don't care.
Enough. I may hate him for betraying.
What?
You aren't Lycon, the other me. Hidden deep within... I've been waiting for you.
It seems you've already grown accustomed.
Just as you said.
Semua adalah aku dan aku adalah kamu.
We are ultimately one.
Then you should know what I want. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up because some people live
for that.
That's right. To slay the dragon. You know the truth, but if you hadn't hesitated, innocent civilians, you can save.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not?
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The truth, his schemes to kill the head of the family were also for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots, of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, I refuse to be dragged down by...
You foolish...
Ngerti aku akan dari kebencian, bukan kita sampai.
Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack? Otherwise... You've built an impact. Of course you are right, but you stay silent, that's why. But remember, and we are come.
But you are me, and I'll never lose to myself.
Jangan kalah dari diriku sendiri, okay? That sounds interesting. Oh! Sebuah hal yang gue tidak terkira. Lawan kah? Jing, kocak sih. Oh, mau Hugo berarti bener kan?
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. Out of my way. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that. From mercy.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Is that all? You're just afraid to admit it.
Actually bakal jadi satu competitor kayak Malaikon bener. Satu lagi pakai Vivian dah amannya. Oke.
Trying to kill me. You think you can just get rid of me?
I think I can.
Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid.
Damn.
You and I are
inseparable.
You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes.
It's not just splendid.
I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted.
Oke. Ngomong-ngomong jadi jauh banget nih.
So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore.
Nah, bangun akhirnya. He wake up. Asik. Cutscene.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Damn, I love it. It's the bromance. Bromance-nya solid, anjing.
This is...
No homo ya, maksudnya bener-bener bromance aja. Dang it. Feel-nya kerasa gitu.
My former partner. You're still as punk.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight?
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Bukan koin coklatnya.
How thoughtful. I'm touched.
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same.
No. I've just gone too long without food. Either way.
Now tell me, what exactly?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? But... I did have a very low... If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself... You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it?
It seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death.
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really... I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely yet those in high positions still possess immense resources. And the people we helped remain destitute and suffer. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as nothing holds more value to me.
Tidak ada yang paling kerawatan. Anjay.
All right, let's catch up later.
I thought you would rest up for...
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle, and if all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And, well then, thank you for your...
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered...
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of the murder. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well. Let's go.
Jangan jadi bebanku. Tidak langsung ini banget. Oke. Cara pelelangan mereka. Oke. What? No. Aku masih kenal pun dengan anggun anjing banget. Siu gue banget. Oke, balik ke masa sekarang. Tapi nggak diceritain latar apa berapa hari atau pada saat kapan sih.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family too.
Oh, jadi dia yang nyelidikin, pantas kok kita nggak nyelidikin ke sana.
Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Iya kan, gue udah bilang cocok banget emang.
Come on.
Mereka tidak mau membahasnya telah membangun sebuah pembahasan yang berasal dari film mereka tidak.
A bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
You're welcome to try.
Yep.
Understood.
Enaknya gini loh, maksudnya kan masih awal kali ya. Karakter-karakter sebelumnya masih ada dikait-kaitan sama cerita-cerita yang baru sih. Enaknya gitu. NB dapat peningkatan karakter, ntar mungkin juga si siapa gue lupa yang cowoknya. Mungkin ntar juga si Koleda, Grace mungkin bakal gitu. Tapi nggak tahu ya, kayaknya kalau dari yang tim apa?
Is Hartman behind this too?
Kalau dari tim si Blobok kayaknya Blobok Industri nggak terlalu ini banget, nggak akan yakin bakal ada peningkatan lagi karena ceritanya udah pada habis sih.
There's more over there.
Dan ada Blobok di industri Blobok Industri di cerita yang pas lawan si Binger tuh yang kepala polisi juga gua rasa agak sedikit maksa sih, nambah sebenarnya nggak masalah, cuma kayak terlalu dipush banget gitu.
The compensation all we have to do is follow you into the hollow for...
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious...
Because I don't have a choice.
It's the same for me. Who would risk taking a job? I'll do it.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock...
Don't worry, you'll get every... But before we start...
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers, and the sooner they take it, the... What? You didn't say anything.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude.
Exactly. You have to take it before we... Of course.
Icon, what are you doing? Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure that...
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your...
So that's how you...
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain it.
All right. It's a little complicated. Of course, it's your choice to trust me, but if you try to rush in...
I trust you.
All right. Now we can go and beat them into the...
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the...
All right, Your
Majesty, like...
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team.
Lama banget. Ayo, Laikon dan Batin. Laikon. Lama banget habisin satu. Nah, nice.
How are they feeling?
All evil.
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
The end is now.
You had a lot more aggression.
God damn it.
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can. It means exactly what I said. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all.
Is that really what you think? You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality...
I don't have a choice.
You always have a choice. If you're willing to act. All right. Let's end the small talk. Don't worry, Lycon. I won't hit them too hard, just enough to...
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always. Assert. I'll leave the rest to you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you tell...
As you can see, that worker just... The pills were swapped out with vitamin... Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance, but rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before...
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a... Besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote.
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know...
Then I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of it?
The truth is... I heard... Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and...
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions or get on my knees? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then...
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything. Enough. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suit... Icon? That incident back then... I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. And even before that, if I
Dia
hadn't
tidak apa.
hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate.
Mereka
They're
tidak salah.
beneath me.
You.
I know we may never agree on that point. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but so I could only accept that as long as I know I will never become like my father.
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize. You've
Kamu juga
changed a
sedih.
lot too. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right. Even if I'm but I will also allow you to walk your own path.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Come to think of it.
It was just an accident. Not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in
Ini
this
sudah
world,
buat ini
everyone
semua.
is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me
And
or
save me.
save me.
Oh damn, itu dalam banget tuh kata-kata tuh.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
Damn, itu kata-katanya dalam banget tuh ya. Maksudnya kan mau gimana pun lo orangnya, sejahat apapun lo orangnya, ataupun lo seburuk apapun orangnya, dan bobrok apa lo orangnya, maksudnya dalam hal kepintaran atau keahlian atau segala macam yang bisa ngehancurin dan nyelamatin lo ya benar-benar diri lo sendiri. Jadi lo nggak bisa melihat bahwa gue butuh pertolongannya. Mungkin tuh kayak tadi cerita gue cerita malaikatnya itu sebagai salah satu hal aja, bukan satu-satunya, sebagai salah satu hal yang pasti satu-satunya adalah ya diri lo sendiri. Entah diri lo memutuskan buat cut yourself, maksudnya membunuh diri lo sendiri, atau lo mencoba untuk accept it nih, menerimanya dan mulai bangun. Ya buat gue sih itu bagus.
Really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do
You still
you?
don't get it.
This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That right on cue.
Tepat
Why don't you
waktu.
take a
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the
Nama yang telah
Ravenlock
dilakukan oleh Laker Ravenlock.
TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further
Afiliasi lagi dengan mereka.
Are you
Anjay.
crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief or...
thief? Oh, uncle. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and
Dan
gives
daripada
to
yang
the poor.
kekurangan.
I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone
And anytime.
I'm the leader
Of
of
the
the Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am
Hugo
Hugo
Flat.
You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me.
Yang berlebihan sama
Same
halnya.
goes for you, Uncle.
Damn. Leban Elpis kalian.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion.
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plan. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured... In any case, if you were... Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise.
Thank you. And
I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Let's go.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening like?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that hat.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to
You two sure are, close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice... Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created.
Okay.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake.
The real core has always been...
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to...
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant?
Oh! Damn! Nggak kepikiran.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a... I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. Since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead, I won't go back on my promise.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought...
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes. And we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Wah, kaget gua. Astagfirullah. Kaget gua. Terima kasih, Galang. Kaget tuh. Belum tidur lah. Iya. Maksudnya. Aduh. Sudah cukup. Ini aja udah cukup. Tidak harus video yang itu sebenarnya. Gue malas ngeliat putihnya sebenarnya. Thank you tapi Galang. Thank you.
All right. That's the important stuff. I'm going to
Gila,
go
belum
and
tidur lah.
confirm
Baru
where
balik apa?
Landon's serum's been stashed.
Let's me check first. So ya kayaknya gua rasa antara lu lagi di tempat kerja atau baru balik. Kan ini kamu perlu segera pulang sel. Kan udah anjing parah banget. Oke. Sama dulu. Oke. Suatu hal untuk menyelamatkan yang fokus kulakukan karena pada akhirnya menentukan nasibnya sendiri. Oke. Kamu sudah berkembang cukup banyak. Asik. Terima kasih atas pujiannya. Kamu harus memberitahu aku semua hal yang kamu sembunyikan dariku. Oke. Wait. Masih ada anjir. Oke, kalau gitu bentar, gua ke kamar mandi. I'll be right back. Well, hello. Oh, sudah sampai udah inian, udah update lagi. Iya lo dapet lagi. Ya. Udahlah, let's go. Ini cerita yang mana ya? Gue juga bingung. Oke. Nyamuk ngapain sih? Mentang-mentang hitam.
Landon's stash should be
Nah,
somewhere
emang ini
nearby.
harusnya.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
Oke. Dadah.
Dean's
Nice.
getting ready to make her move.
Oh, ini yang
We
lanjut
need to
ceritanya
take
si
care of the
Dina.
guards first.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Oh, enak sih pakai Hugo sih. Gua rasa ya, buat
Some of the
ngumpulin.
serum is stored in this warehouse.
Kalau gue bisa dapat Hugo sama Vivian, enak sih sumpah.
You're not taking anything from here.
Ya.
Hugo, get the guards first. You just stepped into your own grave.
Allow me to rephrase.
Nice. Damn.
Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight. Let order and madness dance.
Out of my way! I'll take you.
Take this. I'll write the ending to your nightmare. More of Landon's serum survives than it. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing. Our actions here won't go unnoticed.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I...
Very well. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try. Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps...
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days, so just leave it to me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faith.
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being separated in the Hollow. So I'm out, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just...
Okay.
This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan. I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come. I don't want to bring you this. That's all I wish.
Okay.
Leave this to me, Lord Pathan. Don't you know? It might try skirting the way. Don't touch me. Lord Pathan, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises.
Yeah. Gila, mak Rainbow kita satu itu.
It must have been tough for you to... Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so... Those people have been taken to safety. They're just mere test subjects. There will always be people consumed by greed. And therefore, in any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of... Tina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back... Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything, Vivian. You once rejoiced at the... Before Father took you in, you were no more... It was Father who gave you... Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father? That was the first time you felt hope. Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, and you... What have you... You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration. Oh, do you think that by leaving the Exaltists? Of course not. Do you really think you're... In the end, you're just... Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifice. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the... What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such... Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. Dina, it's not too late to stop. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair. That is merely the necessary sacrifice. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will. With you gone, I'll be able... Camille, release the...
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do it?
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that one day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes... I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up, and I destroyed. I know the pain of loss. So I want to atone. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives. And I don't... Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So...
Camille...
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return?
No, Dina. You can't... I'll be your way back.
Oh no.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create I colluded with the Ravenlock family from... Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the strength to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need...
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't... You've always followed my orders, and you will follow...
It wasn't your orders that My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not a...
Goodbye, Dina. And
No.
I'm sorry, Vivian.
Let's take out these ethereals first.
Okay, let's go.
We can't let Camille's
Let's do
efforts go
it.
to waste. Don't touch me. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Masih ada sebenarnya, itu masih hidup. Dibiarin aja. Ya sudahlah. Corruption.
Are you satisfied now? You were the one who brought yourself to this point.
You're saying this is all my fault?
I wish you had never. At first, when there are so many exaltists. But when Father brought you back, he told me that I was also so happy the first time you took, because it meant you were different from all. But soon, I grew jealous. It's only because of my ability that Landon. I know, but Vivian, of course. I was terrified that one day you would look at. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that proves I had Father's trust.
Vivian, you said you wandered without a home. Ever since you were young, you were happy to gain, but in the end, you discovered you were being used. So you felt then. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father. The only purpose I had. I've never been taught anything else. It is what little value I have. In the end, you took even that. You think you're doing good and fighting evil, but have you ever wondered? I never wanted to hurt you. You are also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? Why don't you understand? To me, lost.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. Okay, Tina?
Vivian, I can't. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still... I won't apologize. I don't want to hate That's just the kind of person Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious. I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start in Vivian. If I had never...
Lord Phaethon, please, she was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Okay. Apakah kita bakal ngeliat ramalan? Kok beda sih? Kayaknya nggak ini tadi.
Tina, the pain will be over.
Monyet.
Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer. Notice me, Lord Phaethon.
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. Kaget gua. Itu tahap kedua nih. Percaya sama gua, yang begini mah nggak mungkin tahap pertama doang.
Vivian, behind you! What happened? What the? Vivian!
Lies. Don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian! Careful. Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian.
Aktif. The creator.
Can't end like this.
Erat banget gimana lihat anjing. Erat banget. Erat anjir. Terus ya. Erat banget gue lihat bangsat.
Wise, you're finally...
I'm at the store.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to... I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness.
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort?
I'm a bit dizzy, but...
Yeah, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details.
Okay.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're...
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you...
So what happened? Wise said he saw, but I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo? Lycon? Did either of you...
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed... But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding... Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible. Just that...
I'm having a hard time believing that.
Okay.
Even if it's coming from you, Lycon.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some... She will visit you sometime soon. So please feel free to ask her any
Oke,
questions you may have.
jadi bakal nyambung ke Yisuan ya.
She has
Oke, I get it.
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
aku boleh komplain ke kamu kalau gitu.
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person.
The way you said that?
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his... Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance. There is no time limit on this.
Unconditional,
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment. The city waste sort...
Oh, fuck.
Dasar licik.
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
Apa nih?
But this matter requires mutual
Apa nih?
consent and cannot...
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Faithin! At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. He hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the time.
Oke. Oke. Mana sih anjing? Gue pusing sendiri sama kamar sendiri. Oke. Ya gue rasa emang udah ada inian ya. Kekuatan khusus gitu. Oke. Ada chapter 1 kelar. Oke, mungkin kayaknya sampai situ dulu dah. Ntar gue lanjutin lagi kayaknya. Gue juga masih banyak cerita karakter yang belum gue mainin sih, jujur aja. Ya seenggaknya kalau misalkan gue nggak dapet si Vivian, gue bisa dapet Hugo sih harusnya. Ya oke lah, itu dia. Thank you semua yang udah nonton. Jangan lupa untuk like, comment, dan subscribe ya. Ya komen apa sebenarnya? Ya pokoknya itu dia untuk live kali ini, karena mati ternyata dari tadi lagunya. Gua belum setting ke loop ya. Sama. Ya mungkin itu dia lah untuk part kali ini. Update-nya juga udah kelar, season ceritanya udah kelar. Paling ini ngomong sama Bele buat kayak sisanya aja, nemu Yisuan paling kan nanti belum ketahuan dia juga bakal datang kapan. Pastinya nanti gue bakal kelarin misi-misi dulu, terus juga gue bakal mungkin stream untuk nyelesain rak arsip video, karena jujur aja gue malas nyelesain sendiri, karena kalau nyelesain sendiri tuh rasanya kayak gabut banget ya. Jadi oke, itu dia. Thank you semua yang udah nonton. Jangan lupa jadi ngulang lagi ya. Thank you semua, bye bye. Hmm.